All right, we're on page C36 now with plugging in. We've already talked about plugging in some. Here, though, we want to talk about plugging in for negatives more specifically, okay? When you're plugging in for negative numbers, what you want to do usually is plug in -1, -1/2, and -2, okay? Again, you don't want to forget about those fractions like -1/2, because in many cases that makes all the difference. Some cases a fraction will give you a different answer than plugging in a whole number. So let's take a look here at an example. We have k squared times k plus 1/2 squared versus 0. First thing I want to plug in, let's plug in -1. So -1 squared times -1 plus 1/2 squared. -1 squared is just 1, so I don't even have to worry about that anymore. I'm just multiplying by 1. -1 plus 1/2, that's -1/2 squared. -1/2 squared is going to be a positive number, 1/4, which is larger than a 0, of course. So here we're getting an answer of A. But we're not done yet because we now need to consider fractions. And if you look at this, what number could I plug in for k that would cancel out here? -1/2. You see, a -1/2 for k would make this 0. If I plug in -1/2, this would be -1/2 plus 1/2 squared. This is going to be 0 squared. Doesn't matter what the rest of it is. You can remember that anything multiplied by 0 is just 0. So this is going to be 0, which means then the columns will be equal. Not a consistent relationship then. Answer is D.